Welcome, lovely Virgo, to your general timeless reading. I'll begin your reading with crystal and turban seashells scrying, symbolic cards, and I also have tarot and oracle for you as well, if divinely led. All right, let's go ahead and roll, lovely Virgo, and see what Spirit has in store. Holy Spirit, Holy Divine, all who are with me in the highest divine realms of love and truth, I ask that you please give me clear understanding, clear communication, and interpretation skills to bring forth the most loving, truthful information that Virgo needs to know most. Thank you, Spirit. Here. Thank you. Aw, who is Virgo? Oh, Virgo, this is too cute. Oh, I'm seeing an elderly man and an elderly woman walking hugged up with a blanket kind of like folded over and wrapped around their shoulders, walking down the sidewalk together. This is so cute. So like the little elderly man, he has like the what is it, the bar handle type mustache, all white, of course. It's not just gray, it's white, which is symbolic for divine coverage, okay? Now, because it's coming through with the mustache, that's also the area of communication. So it tells me there's some kind of communication as well for this masculine. Now, you are coming through as the feminine Virgo. Now, remember, this is only energy. Okay, it's not the physical body. So, what I'm seeing here is absolutely just as sweet as can be. I feel like there is something within you that is wanting to create a scenario of this walking hand in hand with with your mate, being old, walking together, things like that. That's what I'm getting, a very sweet, sentimental type energy. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit wants to say about this. And also, you have your hair up in a bun and you also have white hair. Now, the hair being in a bun on top of the head where the crown chakra is telling me that there is divine access, divine alignment, communication with God, okay, in the divine. So, either you are in alignment or Spirit is asking you to make sure that you stay in alignment for whatever it is you're wanting to manifest, whether it's a relationship of some kind or not. Okay. All right. Spirit, Holy Divine, please give me the top two cards for Virgo. Please tell me when to stop. Please give me the top two cards for Virgo. Please tell me when to stop. Thank you. Okay, this is stuck. That was strange. It's normal for them to get stuck. It was like 3 times there it got stuck. 3 times at once, trying to put them together. That's different. Maybe something about stagnancy. We'll see. Okay, thank you. What do we have? Flexibility. And we have excellence. Ooh, I love that with keys. Very good. Okay, so it looks to me like with the white hair and the divine access, Spirit is wanting to give you the keys to something. It could be knowledge, it could be keys to, like, literal keys to something, but it could be like more like information about great health and wellness of body, mind, and spirit. The key to success. The key, you see what I'm saying, on and on. But before you can get there, it's like Spirit saying, hey, Virgo, it's time to learn to be flexible. Okay. Now, when I made this, I added in the extra clouds. Now, you'll see there's a lot of small ones. Those are like small, small speed bumps, and they're all white, which tells me the white ones, they don't last near as long as normally. Okay, so before you can get to the point of receiving some kind of information on how you can have some kind of successful movement forward in an area of your life, there's going to be several like speed bumps that are small. And then you're going to have one that is going to be larger. But when this one occurs, it's spirit wanting you to remember, because it's white, it is something that uh, you need to go through for soul growth. But at the same time, it's not like a huge tower moment, because if it was, it would be gray representing stormy weather. Okay, so it's white. So just learn to be flexible. Just go with the flow throughout, whatever this large cloud is that's getting ready to roll in. And when you get to the other side of that cloud, then you're going to be handed some kind of information. It could come in the form of like an aha moment, like, oh, okay, wait a minute, where did that come from? Or you could receive that as a download. A vision could come in your dreams. You could be getting synchronistic numbers. You could be seeing like spirit animals. I do suggest always, go into the divine, asking what these things mean, also researching these things and see what that would mean for you in your situation, because there's always guidance within these things. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go to the cards. Spirit, Holy Divine, which deck, please, for Virgo? Which deck? Is it that one? One of them here, this one. Okay, thank you. Okay. Oh, would you like to fill Virgo, please? Okay. Look at that. There's that little elderly man and woman walking all cuddled up, devoted, attached, and crave. Only you. I can't make this up, y'all. This is so sweet. Okay, so if you're already in a relationship and you know that it is the one you are meant to be, divinely supposed to be in, you all are happy, there's nothing, out of the ordinary going on in a negative way, then just again, look at this as increasing in the love, okay, within the relationship. It could be increasing in the romance within the relationship. It could just be increasing in communication, which is very intimate. So if you're like expecting someone, as in, someone's coming towards you, you've already communicated that someone's coming towards you, for a fact, then that could be what this is. Or it could be a sign to you that someone is like kind of circling your energy, and you are, as long as you go with the flow of the universe, just allow that, without trying to force someone to come into your life. Just kind of allow it, just let it flow and see how things work out. And if it's of God, it will stay. It's like that saying with butterflies, if you set it free and it comes back, it's yours. So, if we try to restrict people or situations, a lot of times that backfires on us, because we are not supposed to be controlled in that manner. We're supposed to be free. Okay. And when you're free, you're allowed to be free, then you don't want to run. You don't want to run away, right? You don't feel like there's something constricting you, something making you bound, right? You're allowed to be yourself. All right, Spirit, give me more, please. Tell me more about this devoted, attached, and crave. Very cute. I just can't get the image from what I saw in the beginning. Confessions. Okay, unveiling, coming clean, and messages. So you or your person or both may have something that you need to confess to each other. It could be this love. It doesn't have to be. It could be something else that needs to be confessed in order. That could be the key. Something being confessed. It could feel to you or your person like it's the end of the world or scary or something like that. But remember, Virgo, this is a white cloud. This is something of God, of the divine. Okay. This is not stormy weather. And so I feel like that's, I just heard be brave. So there's something here, you or your person, it's like the divine is nudging you to be brave about something or nudging them to be brave about something. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What else, please, for Virgo? Yeah, because then you're going to be given the keys to excellence. These flipped. Let me see. These, oh yeah, that was strong. What do we have? Sorrow. Okay, loss, grief, depression, and running. Ah, ghosting, disappearing. Yeah. Okay, that's what this is about. So, Virgo, you or your person, or again, both of you, there's something here. I feel like there is this, okay, there's this want and this strong feeling of wanting to have that relationship, whether it's romantic or not, of growing old with someone, okay? Someone who's very precious to you. But there's some kind of confession one or both need to tell the other. Um, and I feel like with the sorrow, loss, the grief, depression, this is something that either one or both of you have been through. And now I'm going to use a romantic relationship as an example. Okay. So it could be something to whereas, both of you have went through abuse of some kind, or both of you have went through a relationship where people left you and it left you feeling uh, with this feeling of loss, okay, like you're not good enough and all that. So now this new relationship is coming in. If it's new for you, some of you again, it could just be increasing with the energy. But for those of you that have someone that's coming in new into your energy, it could be this thing of you or both of you, or that person is they start running. You get so close and then they run away, or you get so close and you run away. Okay. And I feel like Spirit's saying that instead of running, instead of ghosting, it's time to be your authentic self, or they need to be their authentic self and just be their real raw person, whatever this confession is. And always remember that we don't come here in the 3D to be perfect. Perfection in human form in the 3D is not possible. Okay, that's just something that has been some kind of social thing that people, try to use filters and try to be perfect, try to achieve perfection when they're it's not possible. And what that does is when that spreads, actually, it's a negative thing because the more it spreads, the more people feel like, "Oh, I'm not good enough without the filter. I'm not good enough without this." You see what I'm saying? So I feel like Spirit's really saying here, if you feel like running, or if you notice your person running, there may be something you need to talk about to help each other feel more relaxed about the situation. If you need to slow down, is it the right timing? All these kinds of things. It's okay to ask questions, and just be calm, talk to each other, and really find out, hey, what's going on? Um, and being there for each other. And so if you start noticing that you're feeling like you want to run and ghost someone, or they're getting ready to do that, remember this is something that's spiritual. Okay. And in order to get to that elderly man and woman that are spending their lifetime together, before you can be handed those keys, you have to confess, whether it's confessing a love that you have for each other, whether it's confessing some kind of hurt, something you've been through, something they've been through that would affect the relationship, um, some kind of healing that needs to be done by you or the other person that would bring up something, possibly in the relationship, because we don't want to do that, right? We never want to look at a new person that's coming into our life and measure them up to past people, okay? Because it's a totally different person, right? So it's really giving me here something. It's like changing something, changing a cycle of from the norm, changing your cycle norms, okay? And again, this can be your person's energy as well. Okay, give me more. Oh, Spirit said change cards. Change cards. Okay, which deck, please? Is it that one or this one? This one? Oh, wait, this one? Okay, let's see. Thank you. Okay, thank you, the Teal Virgo. Thank you. What do we have? Abundance. Yeah, and security. So it says, money is energy like anything else. You want it to flow and not feel trapped. Trusting that the universe will take care of you gives off the energy of abundance and expectancy. In every dollar you receive, know that you are supported and the money will flow. Yes, and I feel like that's not just true for money, that's true with everything. As long, again, as we stay in the flow, we just allow and trust. We have to take action towards things. Yes, we have to speak it into existence, whether it's by prayer, whether it's by using the law of attraction, whatever you believe in, but we do need to speak that out. Okay, if you want to tell your angels, your guides, that's always to speak that out. Okay. But once you've done that and you've put that out there, you have to be okay with leaving it and not keep going back and saying, okay, I'm going to do this again because it's not here yet. Okay, because every time we do that, we are establishing with God and the universe that I don't trust that. I don't trust you. So I need to do it again and again and again. Okay, and every time we do that, that's just showing that, we're doubting. And if we doubt, we don't manifest. Okay, period. Not the positive things, not the things that we're really wanting to manifest. So I feel like a lot of this is mindset. A lot of this is talking, communicating, getting feelings out, and knowing this is not going to be a storm. Okay, for most of you, this is not going to be a storm. It may feel that way, but it's not. Okay, because you'll notice once you get this confession out, whatever it is, you're going to realize, oh, wait a minute, I feel better. Wait a minute, I'm not holding that in anymore. This person knows how I feel, or this person knows what I did, or, vice versa. And then all of a sudden you start noticing, wait a minute, I've just been given the keys to whatever situation this is. Okay. So I feel like that'll be very beneficial to you. Whoa. Did you see that? These? Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what do we have? Let's see. I can't look. Love redefined romance. I can't make this stuff up, you guys. Okay, Cupid has entered your heart and has awakened you to love and romance, but this time on a different vibration. See, that's where there's something going on here. This is different. Having a newfound love for yourself has created an opportunity for a new chapter with the possibility of cultivating healthy relationships. See, devoted attached crave, only you. It's a healthy relationship, and the elderly couple that I saw. Very nice. Okay, and then this one says full circle completion. Okay, you have chosen to learn from your mistakes and move forward. Okay, so that's what I was talking about earlier, with this sorrow and loss, releasing the mindset, changing things up here. Closing out the cycle, every layer of yourself you acknowledge is a layer a layer that served its purpose. You are now feeling your power by seeing your inner strength and determination pay off. Be proud of this moment and let it carry you forward. Yes, yes, yes. So, have belief in yourself. If you feel like you don't have the courage to make some kind of confession. Trust, believe in yourself, and remember, it's not a storm. Okay, our mind can really. I can tell you, I have a lot of air in my chart, and my mind can really stay in the clouds if I'm not careful. And I also have ADHD, so it's like my mind can just be like, "Poop, I'm gone. That's it," and I'm somewhere out here. Okay, in dreamland. Okay, so I'm constantly having to make sure that I'm keeping my mind aware. One way to do that is creating. When I create, my mind has to be present, painting, anything like that. My mind requires me to be present. So when we're present, we are going with the flow. We're not forcing anything. We're just in the moment. Okay. And when we are in the moment, we are manifesting. Okay. We have childhood wounds. See there? Some kind of past trauma. I feel like, yeah. Childhood wound retrieve. It says your inner child is looking to heal, so you can move on by understanding the situation in a new light. Going within to heal requires self love and compassion. Gaining perspective through energy work or therapy can be very helpful in assessing tools to empower your inner child. Yeah, and something that I do may be a little bit of help before I close is every so many months I'll start over. I'll have like a journal that I only use for my healing cycle. Each cycle I get rid of it and I start over again. So I'll go back to like as far as I can remember, like I can remember to age 3. I'll start there. Anything that I can remember that hurt me, I will literally write it out, and I will continue to write it out in that moment, as long as I'm crying or I feel like I'm still hanging on to that. If I don't have any emotions over it, like in a negative way, I move on to the next memory. Okay. And that's how I help myself heal, of course, with God. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave this here. I hope this was helpful, lovely Virgo. And as always, find your miracle in everything. If we look hard enough, we will find it. Much love.